Marnie Oyelleran had run the Fenwick Botanical Gardens gift greenhouse for 11 years. In that time, she developed a very specific face for customers buying the wrong plant, a slight narrowing of the eyes, a held breath, a well, actually, that never quite escaped. The new curator, Diane Petrakis, hated that face. Diane took over in March with a mission to make Fenwick the most welcoming plant destination around. She was convinced Marnie's face was single-handedly tanking their Google reviews. So on a Tuesday morning, she gathered the greenhouse staff and delivered the rule: no employee is permitted to discourage or question a customer's plant selection, ever. Marnie asked if this applied to plants that would definitely die, or ones toxic to pets. Any negative opinion? Diane repeated. I want positivity. That's the new standard. Marnie nodded slowly, her expression shifting into something Diane would come to regret. The first week was almost normal, if a little strange around the edges. A man wanted a fern for his windowless basement. Marnie called it a challenge. By week 2, the volunteers realized they'd been given a strange kind of permission. Not to lie exactly, just to never ever stop anyone from anything. A woman planting bamboo in her tiny suburban yard was told it was bold. A father buying a Venus flytrap for his toddler was told his son had taste. The real trouble started at the invasive species display, marked decorative only, not for release. A man named Curtis asked about buying water hyacinth for his backyard koi pond. The old Marnie would have refused. The new Marnie called it a popular choice. Curtis bought 4 flats and planted every single one of them. Within a month, the county logged 11 complaints about clogged drainage ditches nearby. Every single complaint traced back to the same greenhouse and the same purchase. Then the toddler's flytrap video hit 400,000 views online, captioned, "Great taste." A hashtag appeared collecting the greenhouse's most unhinged plant endorsements for the internet to enjoy. One screenshot showed a woman asking to plant kudzu along her fence to commit to the bit. Todd had rung her up without blinking because that was simply the new policy now. Then came a twist nobody saw coming. A rival conservatory 2 towns over noticed the chaos. Cross Hollow Conservatory ran ads promising, "We'll tell you the truth about your plants." Their membership tripled in 3 weeks, entirely off the back of Fenwick's meltdown. Their director sent Diane a fruit basket with a card that simply read, "Thank you." Then a reporter discovered Diane herself had visited the greenhouse incognito in sunglasses that weekend. She'd bought a mint plant for her own patio, off the clock, unrecognized by staff. Marnie, not recognizing her boss out of uniform, sold her the most invasive variety in stock. Diane didn't realize what she'd bought until her patio was strangled by it 2 weeks later. It happened live, on the same news segment, already covering the koi pond disaster. Diane called an emergency meeting, holding a stack of the worst screenshots in hand. She demanded to know why nobody had stopped any of this from happening. Marnie raised her hand. "You said no negative opinions, ever, for any reason." "I meant use your judgment," Diane snapped, her voice climbing higher. "You specifically said not to," Marnie replied, and she wasn't wrong at all. Diane had said exactly that twice in a meeting 3 people had recorded. The following Monday, a new sign appeared by the register near the entrance. It read, "Staff may offer honest guidance on plant suitability, full stop." Underneath, in handwriting nobody official had approved, someone had added 2 more words, "within reason." Marnie looked at the sign for a long moment, allowing herself the narrowed eyes again. This time, they were aimed at a photo of Diane's ruined patio, taped up in the break room.